Hi, my name's Chloe and I'm the Benefits Advisor at Maggies based in Cardiff. Maggies is a charity that provides free practical, emotional and social support for people with cancer. It's for their family and their friends as well. And we've got a growing network of centres across the UK and online as well. So today I'm going to give you a quick overview of benefits and what benefits might be suitable for you as individuals or for your family members. So having a cancer diagnosis can cause a significant financial impact to a person. It can mean that you can have reduced income at a time when you've got increased costs because of travel back and forth to appointments, maybe higher household bills. And Macmillan has done some research to show that a person is on average £570 worse off a month whilst having a cancer diagnosis. And 4 in 5 people feel the financial impact of cancer. Only a quarter of people with a cancer diagnosis will discuss their financial situation with a health or social care professional. And finances and the cost of cancer is an increasing issue for people in Wales. What are benefits? Benefits are payments from the government to certain people on low incomes or to meet specific needs such as being disabled or being a carer. So there are different types of benefits. There are means-tested benefits and non-means tested benefits. So means-tested benefits, entitlement, it depends on your income, savings and other capital. And the amount you can get can be different for each individual circumstances. So I'm now going to give you some examples of some means-tested benefits. So the first one is universal credit. So this is a benefit that supports people of working age. If a person is on a low income or out of work, they can claim this. If a person lives with a partner, their incomes and savings will be taken into account as well. If you have capital over 16,000, you won't be eligible for this benefit. Capital between 6,000 and 16,000 will affect the amount that you receive. Universal credit is made up of a standard allowance and any extra amounts that apply. For example, if you had children, if you had a disability or a health condition which prevents you from working. If you have rent to pay, a housing cost element is available. So council tax reduction. This is provided through your local council to assist with you paying your council tax bill, and it's for those people who are on a low income. If you have capital over 16,000, you would not be eligible for this. Capital between 6 and 16,000 will affect the amount that you receive. These are examples of means-tested benefits for people who are over state pension age. So there's pension credit. This is a weekly benefit that will boost your income and it's based on how much money you have coming in. It tops up your weekly income to a minimum amount of £177.10 if you're single or £270.30 a week if you're a couple. There are additional amounts paid if you are severely disabled or a carer for someone who is. Capital under 10,000 will not affect your pension credit, but every £500 over 10,000 counts as £1 income a week when working out your entitlement. Another example of a means-tested benefit for a person who is over state pension age would be housing benefit. So it's provided through your local council to assist people on low incomes with their rent. You can only make a new claim if you have reached state pension age, and that's including your partner if you have one. If you have capital over 16,000, you are not entitled to this benefit, and capital between 6 and 16,000 would affect how much housing benefit you would receive. So the other type of benefit is a non-means tested benefit. This means that your income or savings are not taken into consideration, but they do have their own rules which must be met, and I'll take you through those now. So, a new style employment support allowance. This is a non-means tested benefit. It's for people who are under state pension age, and it replaces earnings when you're unable to work because of an illness or a disability. You need to have paid or been credited with enough national insurance contributions to be eligible, and you can't claim this benefit until statutory sick pay has ended. And statutory sick pay is paid by your employer for 28 weeks, which is around 6 months. Another example of a non-means tested benefit is personal independence payments, PIP. This is a benefit for people who are under state pension age. It helps with some of the extra costs if you have a long-term ill health or disability. The amount you get depends on how your condition affects you and not the condition itself. Your health condition disability must give you either difficulties with either your daily living or your mobility or both. And you must have had the difficulties for at least 3 months before you apply, and they're expected to last around 9 months. Of course, this is different if you are terminally ill. Another example of a non-means tested benefit is carer's allowance. This helps with the extra costs of caring for someone with a disability or illness. You need to be caring for someone at least 35 hours a week, and the person you care for must either receive the benefit personal independence payment and get the daily living part, or they're receiving the benefit attendance allowance. Your earnings need to be £128 or less a week after tax, national insurance and expenses. There's no upper age limit for claiming carer's allowance, but you can't receive carer's allowance and state pension at the same time. However, you might be able to get some recognition for your caring role. Attendance allowance is an example of a non-means tested benefit for people who are over state pension age. This benefit helps with the extra costs if you have a disability or an illness. To be eligible, you need help with personal care, so such as things like getting washed or dressed or supervision to keep you safe during the day or night. You don't have to have someone caring for you to claim this benefit. It does not cover mobility needs either. You must have needed help for at least 6 months before you can claim attendance allowance, unless you are terminally ill. So apart from benefits, there are grants that people with cancer can access. And one of these grants is a Macmillan grant. So they're a one-off payment of £350, and they help with the extra costs that living with cancer can bring. This could be things like cost with energy bills, maybe you need new clothing, furniture, or travel to hospital. To qualify for one of these grants, you need to have less than 6,000 in savings if you're single, or less than 8,000 in savings if you're a couple or family. And to qualify, your weekly income after you've paid your rent or mortgage and council tax is no more than £323 per week for a single person, or no more than £442 per week for a household of 2 or more. So another thing that I could help with is accessing blue badges. So if you struggle to get around, this can enable you to park closer to your destination, and it helps you stay active and independent. You can be the driver or the passenger to have a blue badge, and in Wales, an individual can qualify for a blue badge in one of the following categories. So there's people who automatically qualify, and to automatically qualify, you need to be receiving the benefit personal independence payments and get the enhanced rate of mobility. Or you need to be receiving the benefit disability living allowance and get the higher rate of mobility. There's also a discretionary qualification to get a blue badge. So either you're completely unable to walk, or you have considerable difficulty walking, or a terminal illness that seriously limits mobility. But for all of these needs, you would need some supporting medical evidence to back this up. There's also another category, a temporary qualification. So if you have you can get a 12-month badge if you are undergoing treatment for cancer that impacts on your mobility, and you would need supporting medical evidence to back this up. So how can a benefits advisor at Maggies help? State benefits can be hard to understand and difficult to access, but here at Maggies I can help people understand what benefits they are entitled to, help them to access grants if they're applicable, help to maximise their income, and act on an individual's behalf to fill in complex forms and liaise with the relevant authorities, and try to make the whole process as stress-free as possible. I can also assist with claiming blue badges if needed. Everybody's circumstances are different, and what they may be entitled to is different. So I would suggest, if you haven't already, to get in touch with the benefits advisor at Maggies, and we'd be able to support you. Thank you for your time.